So our sutra for this week is Sutra 249. Tasmin sati svasa prasvasayor gati vichchedaha pratyamaha. That firm posture being acquired, the movements of inhalation and exhalation should be controlled. This is pranayama. So after mastering the posture, we must control the prana by controlling the motions of inhalation and exhalation. So why? Why is breath important? Well, one, we'd be dead without it. So there's a good point. Most people, unless they're very aware of how they're breathing throughout the day, there are points where we are barely breathing. Sometimes even holding our breath, because we're so tense and because, stress, life gets super crazy and things get out of control and we get tensed up and the body literally stops breathing. So the point is not only to become aware of the breath, it gets bigger than this obviously, but to become aware of the breath and how you're actually breathing. Am I breathing throughout the day? Am I truly breathing? And to sit in full ujjayi, which is the best place to begin, to sit in that full ujjayi and fill all of these pieces. So let's, as you think inhale, I'm gonna inhale and exhale through the nose, but there's more. I'm gonna inhale through the nose and I'm gonna fill my tailbone and my side ribs and the back of my heart, then my belly, front of my heart, throat, third eye, and crown. Then I pause in Antara Kumbhaka to see what I've invited in. Then as I exhale, I'm gonna exhale from Mula Bandha, low belly, upper belly, heart, throat, third eye, crown, up and over, down the length of the spine to the tail, then belly in and up to connect the bandhas as we push away the echo, exhale. And then we pause in Bhaya Kumbhaka to see what we've let go of, what we've released out. Iyengar says it's in that echo exhale that the majority of our tension is held, that most of our crap sits. And it's the surface stuff, it really is. It's the tensions from the day before. It's anything that's catching, anything that's grabbing or holding. So that moment when bandhas connect, when we push it out and Mula Bandha, the pelvic floor, is able to connect then with Uddiyana, and all this prana is pulled upward, we suddenly feel not only lighter, but stronger. Both are very, very important. Steya, sukha, strength and softness. But first that means we have to be breathing, right? So first is the awareness. And ask yourself throughout the day, am I actually breathing? Am I actually fully breathing into all of my pieces? The point of the breath in this beginning stage of pranayama is to make sure that every space is getting touched, that all 72,000 nadis, these currents of energies that travel through the nervous system, are all being awakened and plugged in. So we feel this alive, wide open, awake space throughout the body, as well as the brain. Breath feeds the brain. We're oxygenating our systems. So not only mentally are we helping right and left brain begin to find balance, but it's also anatomically, we're oxygenating all of our systems. And that's crucial, right? Fitness for self-realization, we have to be breathing into our organs, into our pieces. That's what allows them to stay supple and healthy, even on our last days, even on that last breath. That it's said that the yogi measures his life by number of breaths rather than number of years. Now, if you're breathing long, slow, and deep, this makes sense. But if you're breathing like that, you're really old. And really taxing the body. So, it says, people talk a lot about rousing the kundalini, but when they can't control even their little day-to-day force, what is the purpose of getting into all of that? Right? We have to make sure that we're breathing in the world before we come into a yoga class and want to start to awaken the kundalini force, which maybe then we won't even know how to control. And that's not good. then the energy gets all frenetic and we feel very panicky. So breathe. The best thing is to pay attention. Am I breathing? To ask yourself throughout the day, am I actually breathing? Am I breathing? And then to ask yourself, am I breathing fully? And to start to feel this order. Am I breathing into all of my pieces? Am I breathing in all of the spaces that can then awaken and fill up? Just breathe. Such a cliche, right? Truly. Such a cliche to say, just take it. How annoyed do you get when someone says to you, just take a deep breath? I get super annoyed because I teach it all day and I should know that it works. When someone says it to me, I have something in my eyes. I get really irritated. That's my own issue. But it's the truth, right? That in any situation, if we can just stop and take a deep breath, it's going to change the situation. It changes everything. So, Shanti, breathe. This is what we're going to take from 249. And then we'll move into more specific pieces of pranayama. But one thing at a time. Let's just start breathing first. And we'll go from there. Yeah? Shanti.